Right, Joe, so here we are at the pump panel on engine 4. Let's talk about a couple of things here that are a little bit unique to you guys. Why don't we start with the main intake? I don't see any intake valve here.
Yeah, we primarily go off the passenger side or the officer side or the front. With the tightness of some streets that, we know we could be a little bit tighter on the driver's side rather than the officer side, and you don't have to worry about hose coming in and out.
And then not only that, because this is an urban setting, you got a lot of street parking, double parked cars. The water supply can get hampered if you're trying to come off the chauffeur's side all the time.
Yep.
So the curb side is much more feasible in your hookups. That makes a lot of sense. So with that then, no need for a trough.
No, not at all. So we have the trough on the other side. That houses our pony for our LDH.
Let's break it down a little bit further then. So now we're talking 750 gallons of water on board, and we're talking a 2-stage pump.
Yep.
A lot of people are starting to get away from that 2-stage pump, but you guys need it. Talk to me about that.
So we have a lot of new apartment buildings going in down the south end of town down by Red Bull, and they're 5-story by block long. So the 2-stage comes in handy when you're trying to pump the FTCs, and you need that long pump for the friction loss and things like that. That was something that was huge consideration into when they originally did engine 2, and it just continued on to with engine 4.
Yeah, and then people would say 750-gallon tank on an urban engine company, but for you guys it makes sense. Why?
So originally, we were a single engine with a truck. So we had 3 guys, single engine, the most amount of water for the biggest punch to try to get fast water on the fire.
Yeah.
If the fire gets out of hand, we're in trouble. So
no, I get that.
We're losing blocks. Yeah. Not just a room or two.
You run lines off the rear, but I also know that you're pulling your cross lays too. So these are nice. They're shoulder height cross lays.
Yep.
You're running 200 feet, I believe, on both. And we're running 2-inch or 1.75 inch.
So both are 1.75 inch, both are 200 feet. One has a smooth bore, the other one has a combo nozzle. But the combo nozzle is a 185 at 50 PSI.
Okay.
So it's the same pump discharge pressure for both. So it keeps it simple for the pump operator.
Nice.
We have a lot of turnover now.
Sure.
A lot of new people, so a lot of people learning how to drive, learning how to pump, so it keeps the numbers and things simple for them.
Well, and this is simple. I mean, when you look at this pump panel, it is well laid out. All the discharges are in order. I mean, all of it is just really well laid out. It's a simple, mindset behind it. We're going to run around now to the other side. Let's talk about the other side pump panel. All right, Joe, so we're on the officer side of the engine. Let's talk about a couple things. One, I love seeing the comeback of the booster line. A lot of departments are starting to put booster lines back on the truck. I know it's not a structural line. You guys don't use it for structural firefighting. Why the need for the booster line?
So 200 feet, 1-inch hose. It's great for the trash fires, the rubbish fires, the garbage cans. We get on the boulevard all the time, garbage cans burning, so you pull up, just pull that off, boom, a little nice and easy without having to go crazy with the water can.
I know you guys get a lot of the brush and rubbish fires along the interstates too.
Yep, get a lot of brush fires over there, so it's good for that. It's quick off, quick up.
Well, that's it. It gets you back in service quick.
It's very, very good for the safety on the highway, rather than stretching lines all over the place and being on that highway because people don't care. They're just, all over the place.
And then the way it's mounted is unique too, and this is something that Fire and Safety does very well. Tucker down at Fire and Safety.
Yeah, Tucker's phenomenal with just the things. When you go there, it's an easy conversation to have with him that, he's got ideas in and out, and you're like, oh yeah, no, we like that. So it's a great thing for a decon shower, to hose off after a fire. The cancer prevention is huge nowadays, so that's a big part of it.
Yeah, I mean, a line literally stays there. It stays mounted. All we do is open the bail, and now you have a shower right here in the street to clean you guys off before they get back in the rigs and head back to the firehouse. Well, brother, thank you very much for your time spending with me today talking about Engine 4. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for opening your doors to us. Guys, a lot more to come from Engine 4 in Harrison, New Jersey.